minor technical difficulties. My bit was walled out, so I wasn't getting grip on it. So now we've got the, just to refresh, we've got the PM3.0 7.5 2 pieces, and then the PM4.0 6.5 2 pieces. They gave us one extra of each just in case stuff happens, which we all know it does. I'll run these in right quick. Go too far with it because I don't want to warp the foam or anything. I just want it in there good and strong like so, and that pretty much gets them in there. Getting down to these wires is going to be a booger. The wing might have to come back off so I can add all my extensions and stuff. It didn't say anything about doing anything like that, but I have a sneaky suspicion that's what's going to have to happen. So, what they want to do now, though, is glue on the brackets. So I'll come back and I'll hook up the avionics later. We'll finish with this. If you're gluing on the wing, make sure you get all your wires hooked up first, unlike me. Otherwise, you will be sorry. So these are your fuel tank brackets, and we're going to just glue those on real quick. I know some guys aren't doing it because they don't like the way it looks, but I think it looks pretty darn spiffy, so I'm going to add it. You know, there might be a way to do this with a magnet, but I might just leave it unglued for now, and I'll just screw these in. There's 4 little screws that go with this. That's in this baggie here. Should be in with your plastic pieces. We're just going to screw those in. You know, I'm not going to make them permanent. I do like it, but now that I think about it, removable could have its cool feature. I just got to figure out how. That, and if this thing actually drops, man. If it's supposed to drop from the plane, I can make it droppable. That'd be pretty neat. Just one more thing we can do. These planes are great, and you can modify them like crazy. So, of course, as with the other screws, they give you 5 when you only need 4, so you will have parts left over. It's a good thing. The instructions are pretty clear. I think David only found 1 grammatical error, and he's better than me because I don't see any, but I haven't exactly been looking either. Alright, so bingo, bango, bongo. I can just shove that down on there for now. I think that's going to hold. I think someone else did that and it just held the whole flight, so it wasn't a big deal. Next up, they want to install the elevator, and they want it so that the bottom is facing up. So in order for us to do that, I need to get this foam off of here. Oh, it's a big plane. Oh, this stuff's just unwraps. I don't need to cut it. A little premature with the blade. Comes with living in the South. Oh. So all it wants us to do is slide the elevator in. Here, there it's notched. So there's no need to glue it or anything. It's notched, it's gonna go in square, so you won't have to worry about measurements or anything like that unless you really just get forceful with it and do something silly. It wants to use the PM 2.625, so that would be this. It says there's 2 of them, but again, they gave us 3. So we're going to put those in. Let's set it down. In fact, I want to take the fuel tank off just so it'll sit more flat. Kind of like that idea now. Started. Make sure they're in their holes, and we'll run them in. Okay, that bit's too big, so we're going to swap out to the small one that was too small. I just screwed it in until I felt the foam just kind of buckle a little. Let it suck itself in there. That's rock solid. I can hold it by it. The next part of the instructions want us to install the rudder, and we got to make sure that we key the rudder hinge through here. Oh, which I don't think you saw that. There's a rudder hinge line right here, and that has to go through this groove right here. So I'm just going to do it so you can see it sliding in. It's kind of stiff, which is good. But it's in. Now they want to use one piece of the PA 2.6 by 2.5, which that would be this third one that's left over. I guess it's not an extra, it has a purpose. And a PM 3.0 by 10. So that would be this baggie here. And we're going to put those in. The PA 2.625 go in this hole. Let me flip it around. It'll go into this hole here. So just get it started right quick. So that's in place. Grab one of these 3.0 by 10 PM. And we'll put that in here. Now the instructions say don't tighten this one up all the way. That's just a hinge line, and we don't want it to be overly snug. So I snugged it, and then I'm going to back it out a half turn. And that should keep that nice and smooth. We'll come up in here, zip this down. Got it to where that little plastic insert's starting to suck in. We're good and firm. So that makes that solid. It says run a bead of glue down the inside of the rudder hinge line, which I think I pointed out earlier that it's starting to crack here. So I'm just going to do that real quick. I'm just going to drop